It is 3:30 on a, what is today? Today's Tuesday? Tuesday, hi. Hi, it's Tuesday. How are you? First morning meteorologist Eric Burris in the Weather Center, putting the finishing touches on the forecast with meteorologist Cam Tran. She's working on, as you can see behind me, getting all beautified. Well, she's walking, but were you getting beautified? You're already beautiful.
Oh, you're so cool. You're so sweet.
What am I gonna say? Am I going to lie to her and say she's not beautiful? She's beautiful. What are you going to do?
Lie to me.
Aha. Anyway, let's talk about things right now. It is lovely outside. There's a shot from our Volusia County Tower Cam, partly cloudy skies. It is every bit as lovely as we wanted today to be. Let's head over to the Orlando International Airport. Look at that. A mix of clouds and sunshine over to... Nope, that one's not working. Hey, Melbourne, you're looking good with puffy cumulus clouds around. Over to Disney. Look at that. Clear skies. I love it. I do. What can I say? All right. Here's a look at temperatures around Central Florida. 80 degrees right now in Orlando. We are sitting at 78 in Sanford, 75 New Smyrna Beach, 77 degrees in Daytona Beach, and about 80 down to Kissimmee and St. Cloud. So it looks good, feels good. First warning, live Doppler radar is rain-free in our area, though I do want to take a look. Let me switch over to our broader shot, and up here there is some stuff happening. Now, this morning on Coffee Talk, the morning edition, we discussed there being a severe weather scenario, and we're starting to see that playing out. As a matter of fact, we've got 2 tornado warnings posted. There's also a tornado watch. That bigger, thinner box, that's a tornado watch. Tornado watch means that conditions are ripe for tornadoes. This is also a particularly dangerous situation, a PDS tornado watch, meaning that, as the name implies, it's a particularly dangerous situation. Now, when we look at the scenario, the Storm Prediction Center has issued not only a level 4 risk for tornadoes, but overall a level 4 risk for strong to severe storms, meaning that there are widespread storms that will get stronger and stronger and stronger, okay? This is, I'm just going to be honest, it is a concerning scenario, especially in areas highlighted in orange and in red. So I do see Jennifer a little worried about my kiddo in Tuscaloosa. Tuscaloosa certainly is a community that needs to watch this very, very carefully. If you have friends or family here, make sure that they are weather aware, because it is going to be an active scenario not only this afternoon but into tonight and even past sunset. Okay, so again, if we just break down the threats, tornado being the highest threat, widespread concern for powerful tornadoes. Okay, just make sure they're aware. But there is still large hail and damaging winds in combination, and there, as I mentioned, are 2 tornado warnings and a severe thunderstorm warning posted there, okay? That's all associated with a frontal boundary. So here we are by tomorrow, that frontal boundary working in our direction, ushering in showers, relatively low coverage of showers, but showers nonetheless, and then eventually clearing and cooling us back down. It's going to be a bit of a warm stretch for tomorrow. Here's a look at kind of the forecast and the records, and we're going to be within a couple of degrees of that, okay? So just keep that in mind. For us tonight, though, it's looking nice, just a little mild. 62 in Orlando, 63 in Leesburg, 60 degrees in Ocala. Forecast this evening, partly cloudy skies, not too bad at all. Here's a look at our 7-day forecast, okay? 20% chance of rain for tomorrow, and we are going to go with a mostly cloudy sky. Then Thursday, 76 a high temperature, 79 a high temperature on Friday, and then this weekend, partly cloudy skies, highs in the lower 80s. It looks absolutely beautiful ahead. Any questions, comments, concerns? I'm on, by the way, today at 4 o'clock. Cam and I are switching around things a little bit. Cam has bloop slid into Manolfi's chair. I have bloop slipped into Cam's chair. So I will see you at 4. Cam will see you at 5, 5:36, 10, and 11. Yeah. Yukon says, holy crap, I just saw Nancy Alvarez is coming to Wesh. Yep. That's right. I remember her being in Coffee Talk during the storm. Was she in? I didn't even know she was on Coffee Talk. Did she join us? Okay, first off, yeah, so that cat came out of the bag this afternoon. Nancy Alvarez, local journalist, talent, anchor extraordinaire. All the buzz around the Deuce today. How exciting it is. I am so excited to get a chance to work with Nancy. Nancy will be anchoring our noon and 4 newscasts, and I can tell you one person that's going to be directly working with Nancy most every day is Cam Tran. But I think you know, when you get an opportunity to have someone with that kind of a resume and talent, it's always a huge get. So I'm very excited to have Nancy join the team. And I'm also excited at having and you know, I don't have to kiss this person's tuchus because it is what it is. But having a boss, a manager, and a management team that supports us the way that they do, I'm grateful for that. So I've seen this management team do that down in South Florida as well when they were down there. So yeah, very excited about that. Very excited about that. Let's see here. Am I doing coffee talk tonight? No, because I am not working tonight. Cam, you can do all the social anything you want tonight.
Sweet.
I have nothing to do with that. Mary says, welcome Nancy Alvarez. Absolutely 100%. Very exciting. Very exciting. Joanne says, I don't want to go off track. Too bad, but I just graduated to real food today. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And then you're going to be like me and you're going to have apple. This was part of my lunch today. I had some apple slices, some cheese, and I still have some peanut butter to go. You can do all of that. You can do. That's a big step. Real food. My God, the day that I went to real food was the day that I've rediscovered that sunshine feels good. Oh man. Cam is awesome, Yukon. And I'm not just saying it because I'm reading your text. She's sitting right here and is also awesome. All right, any questions, comments, concerns about anything, friends? The threat for severe weather north and west of us today is not going to translate to a severe weather threat for us. One last thing, I forgot to mention it. Overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, early launch, 3:39, rocket launch. 90% chance of good weather, okay? Super cool there. But this is a big one in terms of impacts because looking ahead 8 minutes after liftoff, so you're talking about 3:45. My Brevard County friends particularly, okay, but most any of us are going to notice this. Around 3:45 tomorrow morning, when that first stage returns to landing zone 1, we're going to wake up to the boom boom, okay? Don't be surprised. I think I might even set an alarm just to go stand. I mean, it's 3:45. I'm going to wake up at 5 o'clock anyway. Don't judge me with those eyes. She's.
Did you just say you're going to wake up with a sonic boom?
Everything I said about loving you and thinking you're great, I take all of that back.
Oh my God.
But look, I already wake up at 5 a.m. So if I wake up at 3:45.
You do you.
Just to watch, look, any opportunity to watch a rocket is to watch a rocket. But if I could.
Actually, it would be a good night.
Right? Clear skies.
Yeah.
If I can go outside, and even if it's just a subtle thing, I can, you know, get my nerd on. And then look, I go back to bed for an hour. The only fly in the ointment is if I wake Jeannie up, and then is a bad idea.
Then she might not be happy.
Hashtag happy wife, happy life, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Like, what were you doing?
What were you doing? What were you doing? Hey, Laura says she's going to set an alarm.
Hey, good for you, Laura.
Right? Sherry says, so happy it's warm again, right? Yukon says, sometimes I wake up that early naturally, and I live in Melbourne. Well, I'll tell you, if you live in Melbourne...
I would if you were living in Melbourne.
Odds are you're going to wake up one way or another. SpaceX actually put out... let me see if I could find this. SpaceX put out an email today... About the booms.
Yeah.
Let me find this. SpaceX Media Relations. Where are you?
Here. What you need?
Okay, you ready? This is the email. It says, SpaceX will land Falcon 9 on land during upcoming iSpace M1 mission. They're targeting November 30th, blah, 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 blah. About 8 minutes after liftoff, Falcon 9's first stage will land on SpaceX's Landing Zone 1, LZ-1, at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. There is the possibility that residents of Brevard, Orange, Osceola, Indian River, Seminole, Volusia, Polk, St. Lucie, and Okeechobee counties may hear one or more sonic booms during the landing. But what residents experience will depend on weather and other conditions. That's correct. I love how they said there's a possibility. There's a 100% certainty that people will hear it. It's just a matter of wind and all that fun stuff. So, yeah. Yukon says you could stay up to watch it since you're the chief today. That's a good point. You get off at 12. It's just a couple hours. 3:45.
I don't know what time Tony goes to bed, but I go to bed the minute I get home.
My old chief in West Palm, This is a man that was near retirement, you know, would talk about playing PlayStation after the 11 o'clock newscast. I'm like, I was 21.
I haven't played PlayStation since
PlayStation.
college.
Right?
Hey,
PlayStation.
to each their own.
PlayStation.
When
Oh
I
well.
for Tony, I literally have to drink coffee to
Me too.
stay up past like 11.
While everybody else is having like a, what do they call a nightcap? You know, like that one glass of wine to like settle into bed. I'm over here doing the coffee talk at like 9 o'clock,
9 o'clock.
slamming coffee. Like just make it through 11 o'clock. I do need to get Nancy on coffee talk. I'm going to ask the boss. Now that that's a thing, I need to ask the boss if I can get Nancy on coffee talk.
Do it.
Well, I had you on your last day in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Right? It was
But then-
literally your last
It
day.
was my last. It literally was my
It
last
was your last day.
But it was different because it's an internal transfer, and like,
That's a good
everybody,
point.
Like within the company knew I was. I mean.
Yeah. I mean, and we'd worked together since your days
Yeah.
in Hawaii.
Yeah. So it
So-
was not like.
But still, Nancy, if you're watching, I'm going to be reaching out to you because apparently Nancy has watched.
Hi, Nancy.
Okay.
Welcome.
She probably isn't watching right now.
She isn't.
I don't know. Maybe she is. All right, I've got to go be on TV in like 15 minutes. Bye. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. I will see you on Wesh 2 News at 4 in just a couple of minutes. In for Cam because Cam's in for Tony because Tony's on the beach or wherever he is today. Yeah, and I will see you on TV and then again tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for Coffee Talk. All right? All right, be good, y'all.